stitchy friends. I thought I would do a video for the first of the year since it's been a while, and just talk about what I've been up to and what I'm stitching on and some finishes. So I hope everybody had a good holiday. It's been a while since I've done a video, and several times I thought about doing a video, and the honest truth is I really didn't get a lot of stitching done towards the end of the year. Had quite a few things happen in my life, good things, wonderful things. Well, kind of my daughter, my youngest daughter moved to North Utah to attend college. She had been attending school locally and then decided that she wanted to earn her degree at a school up north. And so I think it was September, we drove her up, and so it's kind of bittersweet because she's my baby, and I really enjoyed having her around. She's the one child that likes to stitch and sew and do stuff like that with me and diamond paint, but she's doing good. And we just drove her back up she came home for the Christmas break, and we just drove her back up. But for about a month or so there, we were just traveling back and forth, and we helped her move all her stuff to her dorm, and so didn't get a lot of stitching done. Although while I was up there, I was able to go to Shepherd's Bush. I hadn't been in a while, or actually it's the first time. I did go up there during COVID, but you couldn't go in at that time. That's when stores were not allowing anyone into the store. But this was actually the first time that I went and I was able to go in and look around. And I did purchase some patterns, which I didn't bring those with me. I'll have to go and grab those. I will during the video. But and then another thing, in November, our grandson was born. So that was exciting. And of course, that's been taking up a lot of my time. He was born early. He was actually born a month early. So he had us going there for a little while, but he's totally fine and doing great. And so, yeah, but I have been doing some stitching in between everything. It's just not getting a lot accomplished, not a lot done. So, but surprisingly, I will just start out with the finishes that I had for 2024. I was actually quite surprised when I sat down and was listing out everything. I was quite surprised at how many finishes I had in 2024. Being that, I think it was the month of August. I didn't bring my book down. 1 month there, I didn't do any stitching at all. My calendar is completely blank, but I was quite surprised. So some of these were finishes for other people, so I don't actually have the physical finish, but I think I have photos of them, and so I will hopefully be able to list a photo here of the finishes. I try to take a photo of a finish right after I finish, like while I'm still sitting in my stitchy chair. So I'm almost sure I have photos of those finishes. So one was Dreaming Frida, and I can't remember who the author is. I'll put the name of it at the bottom of the screen, and I'll share a photo of it here. Hopefully I have a photo of it. I also finished Sarah Jackson. I'm almost sure I finished, actually. I was supposed to pull this stuff over close to me. Oh, that's right. I couldn't get her off the wall. So I'll share a photo of her here. And I actually framed her in, I think it was February, got her fully finished in February. Another one that I finished was Stitchingly Ever After. And I don't have it framed yet, but I do have plans on framing her. And I did use a metallic thread for the scissors that are hanging out of the tree. And this was a really fun stitch. I don't remember what I stitched it on. It looks like it's a 28 count, probably. Linen. Oh, here we go. This is a 32 count linen. The color is platinum. It's a Zweigart. I'm sure I purchased this from 123 Stitch. So it's just platinum 32 count Zweigart linen. So that was a lot of fun. And I actually started this a long time ago, and I just sat down and I just finished her up because I didn't have a lot left to do on it. I think it was this basket here on top that I needed to finish the flower or something like that. But I've been carrying that for a long time, so I was super glad I just dug in and got her done. Another finish that I had in 2024 was my beloved Mirabilia Cathedral Woods Goddess. She was finished, I'm not sure, but I finished her close to the beginning of the year. I think it was March of 2024 that I finished her. So I'm super happy with her. Super excited. That frame was a thrift store frame that I found. The next one was Grand Old Flag by Chessie and Me. And I finished that at closer to the beginning of the year, and I put it on one of the wood cutting boards that you can get in the craft section at Walmart. I did have a little berry ensemble up here with a bow, and I took it off, and I'm just going to touch it up because I just like it just plain. But yeah, this was a fun stitch. Wait, no, this is not. Yeah, Grand Old Flag by Chessie and Me. And it looks like I probably stitched it on 36 count. Probably some fabric that I got through Be Stitch Me order. Fabric of the month. If you really want to know what the fabric is, I do have it wrote down in my cross stitch book upstairs, and I can give that to you. So the next one is Midnight Watch that I finished by Blackbird Design. I finished this one. I think this one was closer to the middle of the year sometime. And this fabric is, I think, 28 count, and I colored it myself. So I did put beads. I beaded it, put beads in the border. Where else did I put beads? In this border here, I put beads in that little border there. And I did put my name on there. And this is just a thrift store frame. Oh, here we go. A stitched on 16 count hand dyed fabric. I used the called for DMC. I used Mill Hill beads, and I finished it on May 29th, 2024. Yay me! I need to do that to everything. So that was that. Okay, another finish I had was Rocking Horse Holiday, and that would be right here. I finished this one in December. I remember thinking I wanted to get it finished before Christmas so I could hang it up, because this year I decorated with my cross stitch. I have my Christmas garden over we have like an inset area over our place, where I usually keep a clock and stuff up there. But I hung my Christmas garden up there, and so I was like, oh, I love it. I don't want to take it down now, but I was hoping I could get this finished in order to include it in the decorations, but um, I do know I didn't get it finished in time, but I did finish it in December. And this is on, I think, 40 count L by Picture This Plus, and I used all the call for flosses for that. So if you have any questions about any of these, just let me know, and I'll answer your questions best I can. Another one that I finished in 2024 was my Quaker Bluebird. And I think this is Willow Hill Samplings. And I built the frame for this one. So I just took some strips of pine and angled it and glued it together. And yeah, it's got paper on the back. I used the Walmart brand command strips and on or whatever. Now, if you plan on moving your cross stitch around, it's better to use command strips, the authentic command strips, because the Walmart brand, on brand, it will rip the back of your. But here it is. I love this one. I stitched this on 40 count. It's either sterling or it's by Picture This Plus. I can't remember, but it's one of their blue. It's the bluest fabric that they have. I don't know if they still make it or not, but I enjoyed this. This was a fun stitch, and this one is hanging in my bedroom. I love it. Another finish that I had was Plant a Garden. I finally finished this one. I think I started this one in 2019. And so I just dug in and finished her. This is by Denise Jones. It was a PDF download. And it says to plant a garden is to believe in tomorrow. Audrey, that's a saying of Audrey Hepburn, and I didn't put her name here. I need to stitch her name in there. But that is a saying of hers. And there are a lot of cross stitch patterns devoted to that saying. This was a fun stitch, and I loved all the bright colors. There is back stitching, so a lot of this is back stitched. So that was another finish that I still need to get it in a frame. Cabinet of Curiosities by, I think it's Clouds Factory on Etsy, is another one that I finished for my daughter-in-law Zoe. And she wanted me to stitch that for her to hang in the nursery, my grandson's nursery. But I'll have to share a photo of it because I don't have the actual physical finish. So that is all of the finishes. But the thing is I'm almost sure that I finished these in 2024. This is by Brenda Gervais, Winter Rose Rabbit or something like that. I'm almost sure I finished these. My record keeping is not that great, so I just thought I would share them just in case that I did finish them. And this one is part of, maybe I did this in 2023. I can't remember, but there's 4 of these. There's a spring, a winter, an autumn, a spring, winter, autumn, and summer, I think. And so I did get the spring one. I'm almost sure I finished those in 2024. I could be wrong though, because wow, time flies, right? Gets away from us. And I'm almost sure, no, I think Christmas greetings. I think this is a prairie schooler. I think I finished this in 2023, but I still don't have it framed, so I need to get it framed. And so I think that's everything that as far as finishes. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And if those were finishes, 10, 11, 12. You know, I'm just going to say I had 10 finishes just to be on, because I know for a fact these are finishes from 2024. So that's not too bad, being that I know this year I just have not stitched a lot. So to have 10 finishes, I think is pretty good. So, so yeah, finishes. I think now I'm just going to, I'm going to share what whips I have. I have a few more whips that I don't have that I'm not going to share because these are my focus whips that I have in my basket. I keep this basket next to my stitchy chair. So I basically, I have been doing a lot of organizing of my flosses and my patterns and stuff like that. But I keep the whips that I'm focusing on in this basket next to my stitchy chair. So, and these will not come out of this basket except for when I'm stitching on them. So I have others in my closet, in my stitchy room closet. And they haven't made it into the basket yet, if that makes sense. So I'm going to share the whips that I have in the basket. And these are my focus pieces. When do I put cross stitch in this basket? I would say, well, I have as many in here as will fit comfortably, because it's hard to take one out if I have it too many in there. So probably I like to be able them to stand up. So probably after a couple of them are finished, then I'll grab a couple out of the closet. But I'm thinking the ones I have in the closet, I really need to go through there and see which ones are in there. It's definitely ones that I've been carrying a while. But anyway, I'm going to share these. I don't know what condition they're in. I haven't ironed any of them. But I thought I would, should I do a whip parade on this floss tube? Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't do a whip parade. I will share my new start this year. So I think I've only had one start this year. And then I'll do a whip parade in my next floss tube. That's the smart thing to do, because I don't want this video to be too long. Please tell me. So I had my eye on, and I'm gonna stop the video and go up and get all my patterns that I purchased too. I have a few patterns that I've purchased, and I had some stitchy goodness last year, so I want to share that too. But I had my eye ever since I finished my Cathedral Woods Goddess Mirabilia. I'd had my eye on another Mirabilia, and I finally got all this stuff for her. And so I'll have to go up and get the pattern, and I'll show that afterwards. But I started her on the 3rd. And so this fabric is 32 count. I did, and so I fought back and forth. Do I get 28 count or do I get 32 count? And so I ended up getting 32 count. But I colored it myself, and it's the opalescent. It's got the sparklies in it. So I just got a white opalescent, and I colored it myself. So she's gonna go on pink. Have a pink background, and this is how far I got it. So started her on the 3rd. I was so excited and so happy to get her started. So she's going to definitely be a focus piece this year. Pretty excited. These are her silks. Let me take them. A lot is DMC, but she does have these silks. And these are water lily silks. I love stitching with these floss. And she also has, I also have her beads, and these are all her beads. Can you see them if I hold them up? Just beautiful, beautiful, bright the bright red ones. She has the bright red ones and the green ones. I'm trying to keep the glare. There we go. And then she's got some gold ones. And these are like garnet color. And those are purple ones. She is so colorful. I'm so excited to work on her. My daughter, so my oldest daughter's birthday is this month. And she's one of my children that she doesn't get excited about a whole lot of like crafty stuff. Like I made her a quilt. Was it a quilt? Yeah, I made her a quilt. She said, I like crochet. So I made her a crochet blanket. And she was pretty excited about that. Well, when I shared my Cathedral Woods Goddess finish, I was surprised when she just went ecstatic over it. So her birthday is this month, and I was like, I think I'm going to give her my Cathedral Woods Goddess stitch for her birthday because she liked it so much. And I got so much static from everybody in the family. No, that's ours. So I'm thinking I want to do another Cathedral Woods Goddess and gift that to her. So anyway, that was kind of random, but I'm pretty excited to work on this Christmas Eve because I've been watching her for a while. I was like, oh, I want to stitch her. Let's see, where am I at this point? That's a new start, and today is January. Today's the 5th. Wow, I was thinking today was the 9th. Oh, anyway, okay. So, I got my new Book of Days. I love this one. I love the Book of Days. I'm used to it, and I got my new one, and I still need to put stickers in here. Last year, I didn't put any stickers in my book at all. This year, I'm going to put stickers in here. Definitely going to put stickers. I just got kind of lazy about that. So, but when I was looking back over my 2023 calendar, it was just stocked full of stickers, and I love that. So I'm going to definitely put stickers in this one this year. And also, I think that the way I'm going to this year keep track of my starts and my finishes is I originally was going to do this, but I'm just going to keep it over here in this side. That way, when I'm looking back at the end of the year to see which finishes I have, they'll be right here, easy to see. So I just write, the name of the pattern, and then the day I started it. And then if I have a finish, then I'll write the name of the pattern and the day I finish over here. That way, all I gotta do is just look here. Yeah, so hopefully I'll be more organized this year. Or I feel like I'm organized. It's just writing it down, like planning ahead to start something. I'm not real good at that. So I'll buy a pattern and then I'll just get the craving to start something new, and I'll just look through my patterns and I'll just start it if I have all this stuff. So planning ahead, like I'm going to start this pattern on this day, I'm not good at that, but maybe I need to do that. Maybe I need to be a little bit more organized that way. And I think that's where the bulk of my confusion and what I finish and what to start and when I started it and all that, I just need to be better at writing it down too, because I wouldn't even think to write it down. And then I'm like, when did I start this? I know I've been working on it for a couple of weeks, but what day did I start this? And it's good to know. It's good to be able to look back and say, oh yeah, I started it, on this day or that day. So I'm good at writing the finishes down in my calendar, just not the starts. So hopefully I'll be better at that this year. I know I'll have a lot of starts this year because I have a lot of patterns, and so I'm gonna share that with you next. I just need to go get those. I wanted to share some stitchy goodness. Carla, my friend who lives in Texas, she sent me this cute little knitted. Is it knitted? Yes. Yes, I think it's knitted. Is it, Carla? I don't know if it's. He's so cute. I love him. I have a shelf in my stitchy room. He sits up there with my other gifts that you've sent me. My my patriotic one and the strawberry that you sent me. So, he's so cute. And she also sent me this needle book. So pretty. Her work, your work is so wonderful, so beautiful. And then you open it up, and it has the felt place for your needles. And then on the back, it has strawberries. She does such beautiful work. So that was sweet. She also sent me a pattern. By the way, Carla, I did start that pattern. So it's another needle book. Maybe I'll have that one finished by the time I have my next floss tube. And so I'm going to go right quick and get those patterns that I purchased at Shepherd's Bush, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I went and grabbed the patterns that I nails patterns. So I have placed an order with 123 Stitch to get all. Here's my. I'll show you a photo of. She's so beautiful. So I had placed an order to purchase her fabric and I think her silks, and I went ahead and grabbed, I think this was 2019 Santa by Prairie Schooler. And I think I bought this memorabilia when I was at Shepherd's Bush. She is called Blossom Goddess. And I don't know when I plan on starting her, but I just thought she was beautiful. And then, okay, these are all the ones that I haven't stitched. These are patterns that I haven't stitched that I've had for a while. So I was going through all my patterns, and I had mixed in patterns that I hadn't stitched in with patterns I had stitched, and then I was just like having to go through all of those when I wanted to look for something to start. And so I went through all of it and I separated the ones that I haven't stitched from those other ones that I'd stitched. So it's easier. Okay, one of the ones that I also purchased when I was at Shepherd's Bush is Love Spoken Here by La Dida. There's the Shepherd's Bush sticker. And I still have the one that I'm working on, Love Abide by La Dida. So I got to finish that one before I can start this one. I also picked up, I purchased this one from 123 Stitch, and it's Croquette A Go Go Spring Sampler. This is so pretty. Oh my gosh, so pretty. I'm not sure when I'll start that one, but I had to get that one. It's so pretty. Another one that I purchased at Shepherd's Bush when I was there. This is another one. There is another one, I'm sure of it. Did I start it? Oh, I think I started. I think it's in my ribs. This one I know I purchased at Shepherd's Bush. Yep, because I see her sticking to you. And this one is American Welcome by Paula Stewart. I just love the colors in this one. So pretty. And yeah, the other one is in, I've started it. I'm stitching on it. So I plan on being back. I'll be back in a couple weeks, probably, to share my lips that I'm currently working on. That way I'm able to go through and really think about all the ones that I have in my basket, and if those are going to be focus pieces for the year. I tried with Go again last year. not Wicco's fault. It's mine. I just, for some reason, I just don't keep up with it. I don't. I know what the numbers are that's called, but for some reason, I go off track and stitch on something else. So I'm just not very. What do they call it? Um, Diligent. I think is the word. I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. Um, I really need to be, yeah, I think it's diligent. I need to just see what the numbers are and stitch on those things. Because I mean, I put the calendar together, right? So anyway, a couple of weeks I should be back and I'll share um, my whips for this year. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to do a video every couple of weeks, just to stay updated and everything, because I miss doing my faucet. So I hope you all are doing really good and that you had a wonderful holiday, that you're staying warm. I hear there's a winter storm going across the nation this weekend. Um, my youngest daughter, she had planned on going grocery shopping yesterday, Friday, and she got up yesterday morning, so it was snowing, and I was like, well, there's a winter storm coming through. There was so many people, slipping on the slippery, icy roads, so be careful if you have to go somewhere. Um, and Yeah, and so I will be back in a couple of weeks, and until then, be safe, stay well, and thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. See you later.